Hi, everyone. I'm Donna, and this is Brian. We decided a couple months ago to start a podcast to bring awareness to men's mental health. The reason why we decided to do this is Brian has suffered from panic disorder and anxiety and depression for years. And we did a little thing for my work where I interviewed him, and he said that it made him feel pretty good, especially since people watched it and got something out of it, that maybe he could do the same thing with a podcast. And even if it helps one person, then it was worth it. Keep in mind, this is not for any medical purposes. This is just him telling his story, and hopefully, if it can help one person, then it was worth it, aside from helping him. Keep in mind that it probably isn't suitable for children. It's going to have adult content, and his language can be very colorful. Also, if you're easily offended, you might not want to watch this program. But if you do like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, and then any comments, just put them in the comment section, and we will answer them as soon as we can. All right, here we go.
All right, so it's part 2 of Donna's career in the medical field and dealing with just my curiosity of how she deals with patients that suffer from mental health issues. So I would say go watch the last episode first and then watch this one, because this one's going to be more how she knew me prior, back in actually a couple years before it happened, and before that, and then from 2016 on. So just for context purposes, how do you remember me being as far as from say 87 to 91?
A punk. No, I'm not kidding.
Really did hang out with my mom a lot, didn't you?
When I first met you, you were quiet. You were quiet. You really just didn't talk much. You just did your thing, and that was it. As I got to know you,
Couldn't shut the fuck up.
easygoing, laid back, funny, sarcastic as hell. And just pretty much laid back. Like, you seemed to enjoy everything that you were doing. Like, you always made, like, whatever you were doing fun. Does that make sense?
Huh.
So, I mean, that's kind of how I remember it. Like I said, sarcastic. So that was a big one. Not much of that has changed, but
Now, is anything from those, what was that, 4 years? Can you look back and say, I could see how that happened, or I could see certain things,
yeah.
like,
What we would consider shy, I think you felt awkward around people.
still do?
That's what I'm saying. And I think that may have been your guard going up, so you didn't, I don't want to say freak out, but I think that may have been.
I think a lot of and also the comedy, or attempts at comedy and sarcasm and stuff, were a way of, if I could make somebody laugh, then they weren't focusing in on my insecurities or whatever.
And I also think that if you always put the attention on somebody else, so even if you, I'm not saying picking on, but if you were like doing stuff to other people, took the attention off of you and onto them.
We called it ball busting.
Yeah. So.
But in fairness, I would do it to myself just as much as anybody else.
Yeah, but I think if any parts got awkward, you would be like, well, remember, you know what, you would like turn the attention onto somebody else. So it got off of you.
Yeah, I don't, it's weird. Negative attention doesn't bother me. Positive attention makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, that makes sense. I will never give you a compliment again.
Thank you. But I mean, anything else stand out to where you would have went? Well, that I saw that coming, or
Um,
as far as how about depression? Just pick one out. Did you see anything where you would say, "I'm not surprised"?
yeah, there were times when you would just like become a recluse at the shop. Like you would just kind of stay back and do your own thing. Like almost like you were having a bad day and you just didn't want to be bothered with anyone, or you had the weight of the world on your shoulders. I saw it more after like 90. Like when
Like 80, right after 89.
like when you first started coming around, you were just quiet. And then when we got to know you, you got to remember, I knew your best friend for years before that. And then when we got to know you, you would open up more. But I noticed then if more people came around, you would kind of back away more.
Yeah, I didn't like large groups, and I still don't.
And I would say like around 90 or so, I saw you were like, there were times when you were fine. There were other times when you just weren't that happy-go-lucky, like somebody pissed in your Wheaties. Like you just were.
Somebody was
But you know what I mean? Like,
on a daily basis.
but I mean, but there were other times when you were fine.
How about as far as like the anxiety or anything?
Just not like in large groups. Like if a bunch of people would come out, or all of us were hanging like at the shop, or even like when we were playing softball or at my house or something, you were always kind of like that quiet one off to the side, like keep it to yourself. And in all fairness, it could have been because your best friend was always so big. So it's funny because he's really a short dude, but he was always so.
He had the confidence and, all that.
Yeah.
Where me and him were almost complete opposites.
Like, I think the movie Twins was named after you.
Twins?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not being Danny DeVito.
No, he would have been Danny DeVito. You could have been Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's how different they were.
No, I was talking more personalities, not body types.
But even their personalities were completely different.
Yeah, but Schwarzenegger had all the confidence. Danny DeVito was the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
up.
Huh.
Thanks.
Guess you are Danny DeVito in this story. I've never seen the movie. I just saw the coming attractions, like Mutt and Joe.
Probably don't want to bring up an analogy of a movie that you don't know about.
It's not like I said you reminded me of Cujo.
Did he have a best friend?
No, but he was like rabbit, like foaming at the mouth. I mean,
I don't know where this is heading, but we'll turn the ship around.
aye, Captain.
All right, so we, for those who don't know, dated for approximately 3 months or so in 91. Anything there?
I mean,
I think I could have worded that differently.
absolutely, there was nothing there. Not really. I mean,
God, I hope your dad doesn't watch this.
no. I mean, we had we had fun. Like it wasn't anything like I couldn't pinpoint something. You can tell when you were getting browbeaten, but besides that, like our time together was fine. Like
Meaning you could tell when I was mad.
mad,
Yeah, I don't hide that very well.
or if like you were getting short tempered or something like that, but nothing.
It wasn't with you either.
No, that's what I mean. It wasn't
Yeah.
with me. We were fine together.
Okay, so Now, according to me, we didn't. I never saw you again until 2007 when you were running with a firehouse and they were having a poker tournament. You told me there was a couple of times. Now, it was weird because we lived in the same town at the same time for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's not that big of a town, and where you lived and where I lived were pretty freaking close. And then me being involved in some of the sports and all, I have no idea how I didn't run into you.
So I saw you once at Pathmark.
For anybody that doesn't know what Pathmark is, it's like
Was.
Acme or Giant.
Yeah.
It's not around here anymore. It closed, unfortunately.
We walked by each other, and you looked dead at me, and I looked dead at you, and
This is her recollection. Personally, I think it's bullshit.
it's not, because the first thing I noticed was a tattoo.
Well,
So,
that's not hard. I have like 40 of them.
and for obvious reasons, I didn't say a word to you. And it was nothing against him. I just want to make that clear.
Probably because I was with my then wife.
Yes. And she's just not a fan of mine. Like, she doesn't like me at all. So
And we'll leave it there.
I wasn't going any further. And then at the firehouse.
Okay, so there was only one other time that you.
I thought I saw you at the fireworks, but I don't remember. Like, I thought I did.
I mean, that's possible but I was never on the field.
No, you would have been across McDade.
I used to stand over by the church.
Yeah. Then it was you, yeah.
And watch the fireworks like land on rooftops, waiting for it to set shit on fire.
He was watching them. I was working them. I was working with the ambulance at the time, so yeah. So.
And 2007 for me was awkward because I didn't know you were going to be there.
Which is crazy because I am the one who told your friend about it. And he knew I knew you.
Well, the fact that he didn't tell me, I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess I wouldn't have been like surprised, but I still would have went.
yeah, I mean, and he thought that I felt some sort of way because I really didn't talk to him, but I was working the event, so.
I just messed with her with that. I know she wasn't like ignoring me on purpose. Or I don't think.
I was working the event.
Okay, so 2016. What's it been like the past almost 10 years as far as dealing with?
I buy a lot of hair coloring.
Okay, we're gonna get this one out right. And you've used that way before we got together.
I didn't color my hair as much since we've been together. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, what do they call it?
What?
What do they call that?
My skunk streak?
Skunk stripe. Yes.
I think I don't think I look at you any different. I don't. I think I treat you the same way I would treat anybody else.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there has to be times where I've left or I'm home or whatever the case may be that you've had to think about it. I'm not saying negatively, but there had to be some thought at some time about it.
I think my biggest thoughts would be when you go on one of these, like the airbrushing.
What is one of these?
I'm going to explain it. The airbrushing. I'm gung ho. I want to do everything. One thing goes wrong, I'm done. I'm taking everything down. I'm getting rid of everything. That for me is, I want to strangle you, because, and I say it lovingly, like.
So if I ever die of strangulation,
It wouldn't actually be strangulation. But I think that's probably one of my biggest. Man, I just want to slap you and you go there.
Now we've got battery.
No, you had to see from my point of view. You were your worst critic. We've said this before. But the impulse to just throw the towel in, that is one thing that, and I don't say a word. I say, all right, well, you might want to think about it, but if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to be the reason you do or don't do anything. But that's one of my biggest things. Like,
Well, I could see that because of the way you are.
no, it's
You
because you have so much more potential than you think you do.
you don't think some of it is you see everything through to the end, whether it's schooling. I mean, yeah, you're not at the same. Nobody's at the same job forever, but you've been in the same field for
26 years.
yeah. So you know when it comes to school or whatever, you see it through. So is that somebody throwing in a towel or quitting or giving up? Is that just something that's foreign?
No, no, not at all. I think it's more because I see so much potential in you and you refuse to see it in yourself. That I think is what it is. It has nothing to do with, because eventually what happens is you come back and think about it and say, all right, now maybe I shouldn't. But you need to get to that point yourself. I can't say it to you. But as far as like not being able to do things, okay, I get that. There's, all right, so we don't do it. I could honestly sit here and say you've never held me back from doing anything.
No, because I've always said, you friends or family, you want to go on vacation, you want to go to, and I'm not saying like, this isn't me saying I would let you go. I'm just saying if you wanted to go, it's not like I would encourage you to go.
Yeah, I mean, some people might think our relationship is not very conventional,
It's not.
but our relationship works for us. Like I said,
Well, I don't know what a conventional relationship anymore because we know a few people that are in relationships and we look at it and kind of go, yeah, I don't know. But
I mean,
if it works, whatever. I don't think there's anything I think the whole nuclear family where, the man goes to work and the mom stays at home and cooks and takes care of the kids and the two kids in the house and the car and
well, we talked
that,
about that before.
yeah, I think that shit's gone.
One of the things I have to say that I am beyond blessed with is the fact that you do not have a problem with the fact that what I have achieved. Like you're not intimidated by it.
Not at all.
A lot of guys sometimes become intimidated. And I am very headstrong. And a lot of guys are intimidated by that. So, I mean, both of us have things that, it's like a tug of war. But yours is, I don't think anything's.
I'm also very self-aware. I know all my shortcomings. And I know...
No.
Let me finish. I'm just saying, like, I know where I'm lacking as far as I suck with money. Like, if you want to save money, don't ask me how to do it.
Okay. I'll agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Just horrible. But I don't have a problem with a woman knowing more than me about something, being smarter than me, being better than me, being, whatever it may be. That doesn't bother me. I'm not one of them. I'm just not one of those guys who thinks you know, men are smarter or can do this or can do that, whatever. I'm just not, that's just not me. Now, I'm hoping when you're done your doctorate, you're done the schooling because sometimes the schooling can be a pain in the ass.
When I'm done my doctorate, I am done.
But, you know, besides your dad, I don't know if there's anybody that is prouder and more, you know, emotional than me when it comes to when you graduate. And, you know, so
I also think if I had to pick something that probably bothers me, and I say bothers very loosely, when you go into your rage things, and there's only been three that I can think of.
that you've been around.
Yeah. But my whole thing is, and I guess this is what bothers me more, right after you do it, you feel bad. I shouldn't have done this. XYZ happened because I did this. And
Which is, I don't want to say that's a step in the right direction, but
it is.
I didn't used to feel that way. It didn't used to bother me at all.
And I can honestly say, sitting here, I've seen times where you've gotten up and walked away rather than flip something over. So you have come, for the almost 10 years we've been together, I have seen huge strides in certain areas, and I've seen step backs at times and step forwards. But that's the part of growing.
Well, I guess I would say I would hope by 56 I would already have been grown, but
No one is. Because once you stop growing, you're done. I'm not saying physically growing. I'm saying mentally growing and all that. Once you stop, once you throw the tail in, you're done.
well, I mean, I don't mean maybe maturing to the point of like you should know that that shit's just pointless and all it's going to do is either cost money, cost relationships, or, you know.
And I'm very vocal when something isn't, when something goes wrong. I will say to you, you done? Like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but, or that's, I'm going home now. Like, I'm not, and I think that's the difference with some of your previous relationships where
You don't like throw fire on the situation or gas on the fire. That you don't do. Where in the past people have, you know, it's just let's just keep it going, and it's like
and I think the other difference with some of your past relationships is I'll tell you when you're being an ass.
pretty much on a daily basis.
No, but I'm serious. Like when I think you're like being ridiculous, I'll be like, and then you'll tell me why you're doing it, and I'll be like, no.
You're still an idiot.
But I think that's the type of relationship we have. Where I'm brutally honest,
No.
and
The hell you say.
but I don't think you would like it if I wasn't.
I have to say that
You might like me to word it a little different, but
no, I don't know. I don't care. No, I would rather have like I did the 20 plus years and multiple people with the either telling you what you want to hear or saying one thing and then saying something different to other people.
oh yeah, I can't. No.
And so, you know, I think I've said this before. I'd rather have somebody tell me how they feel about me to my face, good, bad, or otherwise, than smile, shake my hand, and then walk across the street and call me an asshole to the first person who's listening.
I get that.
Like, I can handle if you don't like me, because the major thing that's going to come out of that is I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'd rather you said it to me than other people, because that's just being a coward.
yeah, and I've always been like, this is how it is. It's just, sorry, my name's not Willy Wonka. I,
And I can't say, and, I can't say that I've never been offended, but I don't remember being offended.
I mean,
I mean, my mom was the same way. If you did something stupid, she called you an idiot.
yeah, and I think a lot of it too with us is, I understand. I don't have panic disorder. I'm not going to pretend I do, but I understand it. I understand. I understand the fact that you can't get a. This is going to sound hard. It's the bad wording, but you can't get a grip on certain situations. I get that. Me adding to that, what's that going to do for you? Well, what do you mean you can't do this? Why can't you do this? But I want to do this. Why can't you? Well, why can't?
We wouldn't have made it this long.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
would have just pushed me away, and then it would have just. If I learned anything from previous relationships, is that I don't have to be in a relationship.
yeah.
I either want to be or just I'm not going to be. I don't need to be.
One of the things that we've both said over the years is our relationship does not take work. Have you had ups and downs?
I've said that in a previous episode where I think we've had two major disagreements and like one fight,
Yeah, I mean,
which were all my fault. And to be honest with you, the two disagreements, like one I think I remember. I'm throwing two out there because it's that few.
yeah, it's, I just,
And that's another thing. It for me it wouldn't have lasted if I have to go home feeling I can breathe again. It's not, it's
yeah.
or being tense in the shoulders or just
I have a saying, be a turtle. Just let it roll off your shell. I I have all of them. I mean, I say to my students all the time, he's like, what do you mean be a turtle? Just let it roll off your shell. Like, if you hold on to stuff that you don't have control of, it's going to beat you down. And, like, I can't see doing it. Like, the reason why you can't do things isn't because you don't want to, it's because you can't. So I'm not going to hold that against you. I'll give you an example. The other day, you wanted to go riding, and I couldn't because of my knee. I forget what day it was, but I was like, no,
on the bike.
yeah. I'm like, I can't because of my knee. He didn't stomp his feet, say, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. He was like, okay. We meet each other in the middle.
Find something else to do.
Yeah, we both have limitations. I mean, I'll give you an example. I had surgery on April 24th. First 2 weeks, I couldn't do squat.
You may be watching this around April in 2027 or something.
Sorry, yeah.
So
We'll just say I had surgery,
April in 26.
yeah, 2 months ago, just about 2 months ago. The first 2 weeks, I couldn't do anything. What did he do? He sat in the bed with me. We played games. We watched movies. Where some people would be like, I'm not doing this. I'm just going to go do my thing. So, I mean, we both have limitations. We don't, well, I can't believe you're not going to do this for it. That's just not us. Our dynamic works. You know, a big part of it is we like each other.
Well, I think like one of my things is like I have to talk shit out. If something's bothering me, I need to talk it out. because I can't stand people who sweep shit under the carpet. And my thing was, you sweep enough shit under the carpet, you're going to trip over it, and you're going to have to deal with it anyway. So you might as well just deal with it right then and there. Whatever the issue is, talk it out. And not that we've, like I said, we get into heat. We've probably done it on here, or will. We get into heated debates about stuff, but it's just conversation that we feel passionate about, and we either disagree or whatever. But we can sit there and be like, "No, you're wrong. No, whatever," and then we go, "Want to go get a pizza? Cool." And that's literally the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, that's where it ends. Or, let's go curl up and watch a movie or something. It stops that quick. It doesn't get personal. It doesn't get any worse than just having a passionate conversation about something that you disagree on.
And it's funny, we joke around with each other a lot. The one thing that I guess in our relationship's probably different than most is, this is going to sound horrible. I want to come off sounding like I'm cold-hearted. I'm not very emotional.
Yes and no. I mean, if you're talking about a sad movie and you're going to get choked up, no.
Yeah, I'm just not.
That's not you.
I'm compassionate. I'm caring. I'm loving.
Yes, and you're passionate about the relationship or your job, or emotional that way, but not like it's a sad commercial and, oh my God, I need a tissue. That's me.
So I was going to say it, but and he'll sit there and he'll make comments like, "Look at me, I look like a whatever, crying sitting here," and I'm like, I don't, and it's, I joke, I tell people I had my tear duct surgically removed. I actually had students who believed that. But I guess that's why we work. In certain things, we're a lot alike. In other ways, we are a lot different. And we just gel very good together.
It's also a lot of respect. As far as I respect your opinion, no matter how wrong it is.
Which it never is.
And vice versa. It's just like, you know what? For one example, this could piss off half the people or not. You're religious as far as
Born and raised Catholic.
Pray, go to midnight mass, say the points of the cross thing? Stages of the cross?
Blessing myself, that's not the stages of the cross.
Whatever this thing is. And I don't believe in God. And before anybody writes anything, if anybody ever writes anything, I'm not saying he doesn't exist. I went to church up until I was 16, and I was given the choice whether I still wanted to go. I was baptized and went to vacation Bible school. I could, go through the Bible frontwards and backwards,
And I can't.
And I go to midnight mass with her. She doesn't give a crap that I don't believe in God. It just, that's where the respect comes in. I respect that you believe in him, and you respect that I don't.
We even talked when we got married, if it wasn't such a small ceremony, of having a priest come and bless the wedding, because it was something that.
And I even said I'd get married in a Catholic church as long as it's not Roman Catholic, because I don't want a 4-hour. Whatever the one that's Orthodox or whatever, where it's like 4 hours long and you pass out.
But I mean, there's also other things that, like the mutual respect, like
your taste in music is mostly horrible, and mine's not. And I respect that.
I'm not going with that. I'm not. No. the mutual respect is that he knows that I'm always right and there's not an issue with it. We'll use an example. Today, as a matter of fact, he swore I was wrong, even to the point that he got off his butt, went down a flight of steps to prove me wrong. The flag. Adamant. He was right. I was wrong. And I'm like, he's like, you want me to go check? I said, sure.
Good thing I didn't bet parts of my anatomy on that one, because once again,
So he goes downstairs, gets the garage keys, goes downstairs, comes up and puts the keys in, walks back. And I was like, whoa, what was on the flag? Huh? What? He sits down with that whole defeated face. But I mean, we have fun. So I don't think your panic disorder, your anxiety, I don't think it dims the relationship at all. The depression, it doesn't dim the relationship. It bothers me that I can't, it bothers me that I can't do more for you when you're going through it. And you'll hear, I say that to you all the time.
I don't know that, when that situation's going on, and it's normally just like January. That's why I say it's like seasonal depression.
We should give you my dad's box, his light box. See if that would help. They say clinically, they say it does.
Anyway,
I'll take it out for you.
Train just went off the tracks. What the hell were you saying?
January depression.
The seasonal depression. Yeah, it's not that clinical, like manic, just, yeah, for that month, people would say, or professionals or whatever would be, that's clinical depression, or that's, whatever. But then I just snap out of it and everything. I just, for the other 11 plus months out of the year, for the most part, I'm perfectly fine.
I think your best time is between October and the end of December.
Probably because there's so much shit going on.
That's what I'm saying. I think you were so occupied you can't.
I mean, even before it's decorating for Halloween, tearing that down, instantly starting to decorate for Christmas.
Don't judge.
And, well, at least we don't have a skeleton in the front yard all year round. I mean, Thanksgiving, and again, no offense to anybody that loves it, I don't really watch football, and I'm not a big eater, so Thanksgiving to me is just a waste of a day. Christmas time, especially from after Thanksgiving on, that like 6 weeks or whatever it is. We're just always doing something. Mm-hmm. Shopping, decorating,
baking,
watching Christmas movies. I mean, I think just DVD alone, we probably have 20 or 25.
And I think that's one thing that I would say that we're extremely lucky about. For the most part, we enjoy watching the same things. For the most part.
We both hate Elf. Can't stand it.
And we're open to watching something that the other person typically, and it took them a while, it took a little convincing, but you've watched movies that typically you would have never watched. And one of them now is one of your favorite movies.
Yeah, we've gone over that one.
And
well, I mean, we found the movie Mixed Nuts with
Steve
Martin, Adam Sandler when he was like 12.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll know everybody if you want to watch it and you like something that's from the 80s.
80s. Mm-hmm. What was the other one we saw? Moving on up? or level up, or
Moving on up. The Jeffersons on ice.
no. What?
Moving on.
Wait a second. This is a typical day with us.
Oh, now I got that song in my head.
I apologize, but this is a typical day with
Moving
us.
on up.
Morgan Freeman was in it.
I always get that wrong. It's either 5 Flights Up or Downsizing.
Downsizing.
No, I think it's 5 Flights Up.
I think it's downsizing. Hold on.
It's 5 Flights Up.
I think it's downsizing.
What do you want to bet?
Really? You want to do this on camera?
Yeah. I know I'm right this time.
Nope. It's Morgan Freeman, right?
Yeah. And Diane Keaton.
Oop.
Just type in 5 Flights Up.
It's not that, so I'm not going to type that in. I didn't know he was in that. Hold on. I'm looking.
It's not hard to find a good Morgan Freeman movie. They're pretty much all. I've never seen a bad one, so.
It's not even listed as movies. So let me look up downsizing.
It's 5 Flights Up because he has to walk. That's why they're getting another place to live, because they were tired of walking up and down the 5 flights of steps because they were getting older.
Oh, downsizing has Matt Damon in it.
It's because
Neil
it's
Patrick.
not Morgan Freeman. Jesus.
So it was called 5 Flights Up?
Yeah.
So once he was right, he'll never let me live this down.
And this one was captured on video.
He was right once. Yeah, that was another good one that we just happened to watch. He really loves Stuber.
No, I don't. No, but I will watch it again instead of watching Happy Gilmore 2, Coming to America 2, the fourth Dumb and Dumber, whatever that one was.
I can't believe you watched the other three. First one was okay, but the other ones?
I didn't never watch the other ones.
Oh.
The ones with the other kids in them or whatever? No.
I like the one that had the dog van. That's the first one, right? Yeah.
I don't know if he still has it in the second one or not. Oh no, they traded it for a mini bike. Why are we having this
I don't know. But
we were supposed to be talking about, and this is how most of our conversations go. We were talking about you dealing or your life, living with someone like me.
I don't think it's to me it hasn't really changed much.
Well, I think it has, but I don't think it's bothered you. Because you were traveling a lot more. It may not have been like far away, but you were going up the mountains. You were going down the shore. You were, concerts, and you haven't been to a concert since after the first 2 weeks we were together. You haven't been up to the mountains at all, except for if you've watched any of the other episodes, your trip to get your dad, and you kind of, you were out in the middle of nowhere. I don't really think it was mountains.
All I know is we drove through Deliverance.
No, that's called out in the middle of nowhere.
It was Deliverance. I have a friend that can vouch for that. She was with me. We thought somebody was going to jump out and kill us. No, but also a part of it is my son grew up too. Like, I would take my son to all those places. He has his own life too now.
Yeah, but you could still go to concerts with friends.
I could, but...
And if I was somebody who, I've seen Metallica 0 times, you've seen them 15?
Not 15, but yeah, I mean, I've seen them. I've seen them a few times. I've seen Ozzy a few times.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if I was somebody normal, I would be able to go to the mountains and down the shore and to concerts and the Flyers. Couldn't care less about the other sports, to be honest with you.
But I'll be honest with you, I don't miss it. Like, I've also gotten older.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's why I said it. It doesn't bother you
Yeah,
that you're not doing it. But if I was somebody that was able to do it, we'd probably be doing those things.
I don't know anymore because I had the chance to go see Five Finger Death Punch again, and I didn't go. Now they're not at the same arena. That has a lot to do with it too. Like, I will not go over to Jersey to see a concert. That's a huge part. I will not go there to see a concert. But I mean, I don't know. I think maybe, are there certain things that I wish we could do? Probably, yeah. But I mean, I enjoy the things that we do more. They overpower missing the things that we can't do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't. Like I said, if I had to pick one thing that I think, and I can't even say bothers me, just is how you don't see the same. And I say to you all the time, you don't see the potential in yourself that I see in you. And it's not just me.
Potential as far as what?
The artwork, the airbrushing, that stuff. You want instant gratification
From who?
from whatever you're doing. Like, you have a bug on you, and I'm going to flip out. It's on your shoulder. Get it off. It's right there. Here. Did I get it? Did I get it? All right, we're going to end this podcast and we'll come back.
On that note,
No, I all right, hold on. We can do this. Hold on. It's under you.
what is this thing? Got 9 lives?
It's right there.
Fucker jumps.
Did you get it?
And there's the difference. I couldn't have cared less. She was losing her shit.
I didn't know what it was. It could have been something that was lethal.
I still don't know what it was. It looked like one of those tiny little things from Aliens that eventually, like...
Now I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Thanks. You want instant gratification. Like, if you put a piece of art up there and you don't get, if it doesn't, or like airbrushing, if people aren't ordering it, you get very like down on yourself.
I don't really care if people like it. I just care if I like it.
You care that people aren't buying it if we're trying to sell it.
I mean, I don't...
And you get frustrated. And I understand that.
I kind of disagree with that because I really don't care if somebody... The art is important to me. I don't care.
I'm saying the stuff that you're trying to sell. Interest in the art, in the shirts. And I think it's all that over, like, in your mind, it's what's wrong with them. What can I do to make them better? Like, why aren't people buying them? Or
I guess we'll agree to disagree on that one because it's not how I say it.
All right, so then I'm going to ask you a question. Why do you take why have you taken the page down before and then put it back up?
Well, when I put it back up, the same shit goes back up.
Except the new stuff that you added. Like this last time you added a bunch of stuff. But I'm saying like
So it's, I mean, but it's still the same shit.
but it's my whole thing is you I guess I could say your patience is very thin when it comes to that stuff.
I honestly can't stand too much attention and too much of people bombarding me with this is great or that's great. That makes me really uncomfortable.
I'm not saying the great part. I'm saying like getting the orders for shirts.
I guess because some of them look exactly like ones that I've seen. Not exactly. I don't. Now you got me thinking shit's walking on me. You know, I've seen similar stuff, or I've seen. No offense to these guys or girls, I've seen stuff that just is very mediocre.
Okay.
Or almost childlike in the application or the design.
Okay.
And it sells like crazy. And then I'll have stuff that is way more advanced and doesn't. So it's like I have trouble dumbing down my stuff. I always feel like more is more. You know, people say, oh, less is more. And I'm like, no. If anybody's an Yngwie Malmsteen fan, guitar player, he always says more is more. And I kind of go with that thought pattern because let's just say like a name design on a shirt. Or if you want to hold this up for another episode, because we can get into the whole aspect of the art and
we could.
My mindset and all that.
Yeah, we can do that on another episode.
Do you have anything else as far as
I don't think so. Like I said, I don't think
dealing with my twisted mind?
No, I mean I think it's fun.
Playing with crazy people is great.
No, I think because
It's fun.
that maybe came out wrong. Because
Watching you skits out at the fucking doctors is awesome.
no,
I should catch it on video to go viral.
no, because
It'll get more views than this will.
because in a lot of areas, shut up. In a lot of areas, you're so unique, and you never know what's going to come out of your mouth. Number one, like, okay, he has this thing. He can turn any typical song into a horrendous song.
You could take a G-rated song and turn it X-rated very quickly.
So that's what I'm saying. But if your mind didn't work like that, you wouldn't be you. And I love you for who you are.
I don't know that example really helps in any way.
Yeah, it does. You're who
You can fuck up Christmas songs and everybody's favorite songs for them.
No, it's not just that.
I'm the Weird Al Yankovic of 2026.
You're you because of everything about you, panic disorder and all. And that's the person I love. It makes you unique. Granted, yes, most people would be like, well, that's an inconvenience. It's not to me. It's who you are, and that's who I love.
Well, I appreciate that. I love you too.
Now, on that note, I'm going to make him get up and check this couch to make sure there's nothing else on it.
For little alien bugs.
So when you guys see me next, I'm probably going to look like a zombie because I'm not going to sleep tonight now. All right. Anything else you got to say?
Nope.
All right. Our next episode, we'll discuss his art and his way of thinking about his art and stuff like that.
That'll be a fun one.
Have a good night, everyone.